Alrighty guys, you made it to the end of 2021. Pat yourself on the back, congratulations. You know, the last sort of 17, 18 months has not been easy, especially if you're a business owner. It's been really difficult, but nonetheless, we are having this conversation, so I guess any day we wake up is a good day. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen for everyone. You know, we lost some friends of ours this year with COVID-19. And my condolences go out to you if you found yourself, losing a friend or a loved one in this time. It sucks, whether that is with COVID or anything else. So I'm sorry about that, especially if it's your first Christmas going, without them sort of being there. It's not going to be easy. So we are here as a community. And if you find yourself sort of in a dark space, please reach out to a friend, reach out to some family and just say, listen, I'm dealing with something. And there's no shame in that. I've been vocal about that in the past. I've gone through some stuff in my life, and it helps. Just like as you would have somebody helping you if you're lifting weights, get through that last rep. Same story if there's no shame in that. So anyway, 2021 has been an interesting year. My year started off, I got a new dirt bike, and I was going to get back into racing motocross. Now, if you somehow joined the channel during this time and you missed that bit, in the beginning of the year, against my wife's wishes, I started racing motocross again. And in my very first race, okay, to be fair, I'd had 2 other races the morning of, but the very first race day, I kind of landed a little bit funny after scrubbing some height off a jump, and I got a little bit sideswiped, and my bike ejected me, and I fell sort of awkwardly and braced myself behind my back and broke my wrist relatively badly. I've got still 14 titanium pins in here with a plate, but to be honest, it's good to go. I've been working out a lot. I've been doing a lot of pull-ups to sort of work on my grip strength and stuff, and it seems good. So I'm very blessed in that sense. But immediately, I thought, oh, my shattered nerves, here we go. This is gonna, because my shooting hand, it's my shooting hand. If you know that movie, otherwise that would have been super awkward. And immediately I was like, oh boy, because this was going to be the year where I kind of tried to, travel country, shoot a couple of matches and try and win this whole NRL thing. Because I'd never really won the championship. I'd always either not made the championship match, or the one year that I did shoot it, I was doing really well, and then all of a sudden I wasn't doing well, so I have my suspicions with regards to what happened there, but let's not get into that, shall we? Anyway, so fast forward, 2 months of brutal rehab, and I've kind of documented that whole process. I filmed myself regularly, did regular updates, the rehab, the everything, but I kind of want to tick a certain box before I release that video with regards to sort of my road to recovery, if you will, and it should be an interesting one to sort of show you guys, because that was not easy for me to get through. I had to dig deep there a few days to sort of just, everything's going to be okay, but it comes back to sort of that one foot in front of the other. So we fast forward to the end of March, and literally I think it was 4 days before our sort of first National Rifle League match of the year, the first 2-day big match that happens to be hosted down here in Cape Town. We have 3 matches a year down here in Cape Town, which is such a pity. But it kind of is what it is. I hope there would be more, but we'll see. About 4 days before the time, my physio says, okay, cool. If I can sort of do this with these TheraBand things, then I should be good to go. And she's basically going to strap up my whole wrist, and I can go try shoot this thing. And I end up shooting the 2 days, and I win the match, and I'm going like, wow, I just didn't shoot for 2 months. No training, no dry fire, nothing. I pick up the little dasher that could, and I won against a stacked field. All the top guys were here. So that was a really cool experience for me. Then, fast forward, we travel a bit. I won a couple of other matches throughout the year. And then we sort of go into our hunting season, and that for me is literally at the moment, I kind of live for our hunting season, because I find so much more joy when I go out hunting, and I'm hanging in the bush with my brother, and we're making super cool videos for you guys, and I really love making those videos because I get to tell a story and I get to show you guys how I experience hunting. And to be quite honest, it is almost a bit of a selfish thing for me too, because I know in 10 years from now, I can show my little girl, this is how your dad and I went hunting, or this is how, me and my butt went hunting, and during this phase, she's going to come with, because already when I say to her, listen, daar's 'n bokkie, which is Afrikaans, so Afrikaans word of the day, bokkie, is, I guess, a small deer or antelope. And then she says, skeet. And then she says, we need to eat it. So she knows, and she's only 2, but I'm really excited to sort of take her on that journey when she's ready for that. In fact, behind me here, we harvested in one day 2 magnificent kudu bulls this year, which is, you know, if you've ever hunted kudu and you're walk and stalk hunting kudu, to shoot 2 bulls in one day is something really, really special. And to, you know, capture both of those on film is something even more special. So it's been so cool to have my brother with me there for those adventures and to, you know, be able to share in that. So next year we have booked a whole bunch of hunts, okay? A lot, like more than we ever have. Well, I don't want to go, you know, just kill everything that moves. So we always consume the meat. You know, it feeds 3 families. It feeds my personal family. It feeds my brother's family. We supply my parents with meat, as well as some of my other friends and stuff that don't hunt yet. Okay, we do supply them with meat too. So all the meat that we do shoot in these videos does get consumed. I have planned some hunts to go overseas. We are working on some cool things with regards to that. But again, everything is kind of up in the air with regards to COVID. So, you know, then we get out of our hunting season and we kind of have to get back into match mode. Skulk and I travel up, we do a shoot there. I win the first day pretty convincingly. And then the next day, you know, I get that new rule that was implemented where you can't help another shooter. And while somebody else was shooting a stage, I'd already gone, cleaned the stage, relatively easy stage. But, you know, somewhere between either him not listening to, we share the same name actually, between him not listening and my dyslexia, somehow we get the distance wrong. And he's shooting with like, I don't know, 350 meters worth of dope dialed onto his rifle, but it's 530 meters. So he's not hitting the target. And while he's sort of, you know, he's burnt like 6 rounds into the dirt, he goes like, what's the distance again? And I'm on the binos and I go, it's 530. So that has now been seen, or it has been classified as helping another shooter. And so I get DQ'd from that stage and I don't end up winning the second day, but you know, we still had a good time. And Skulk actually ends up, if I recall, he won the second day. I think he won the second day if memory serves. Be that as it may, we both did really, really well. And it's been so cool to sort of see his positional shooting increase to the ability where we can actually both go up and like threaten for the win. So that's super exciting to see and to sort of take that into 2022. Other than that, we've got a whole bunch of projects and a whole bunch of products coming that I'm super excited to share with you guys. And now, yeah, it's time to, you know, wind down and spend some time with the family because, you know, as a content creator, you guys might not see this all the time, but to make 2 videos a week is a phenomenal effort. It is so much work. Even just this video, I don't know how long I've been sitting and talking to you guys. You know, this will take me 2 days to sort of get polished, ready to go, where I eventually am happy to release it to you guys. So I need a break. I have been feeling like I've been burning the candle at both ends for a little bit too long, so I need to sort of take my foot off the gas and potentially even put my phone away for a couple of days, you know, no Instagram, no nothing, and just focus on being in the moment and spending time with the family. So I think I'm going to do that as I go away, and maybe that should be our own little challenge, you know, but sometimes we're all sort of caught in, what if I miss an important comment or I miss an important email or something like this? It'll be there when we come back. So yeah, that's what I'm going to plan on doing, is just taking, you know, I need 4 or 5 days for my family disconnected from everything and just, you know, just chill. But anyway, I have another video that I'm going to show you guys. That'll probably be sort of in the first week of January. I've made quite a conscious effort to make a big change in my life, and I look forward to showing those results to you. You might have noticed them in a few videos leading up to this. Anyway, guys, I want to wrap things up and just say, you know, first of all, the fact that you're watching this, if you're still watching this, thank you so much. You're like a diehard watcher, viewer, watcher. Watcher is when you're a stalker. But thank you for watching and thank you for your support. And, you know, thank you for always commenting and liking and sharing the videos. And then a big thanks goes out to, you know, Modular Driven Technologies, MDT, for being such a staple. You know, our brands have become synonymous with one another. And again, that's sort of something I'm really missing out on. But hopefully if we can travel next year, I'm planning on going to Canada and actually visiting them at the factory. And I want to bring you guys along and actually show you, you know, this is where your product comes from, and show you the people that are making this project and the engineers and stuff like that. And I'm really excited to take you on that journey. So those are the kind of things we have planned for next year. We really want to step it up in terms of the value we give you as the viewer to this channel. And then also I need to thank, you know, our POI, our People of Impact members, and I'll have their names scrolling here for us. You know, these are guys supporting the effort on a monthly basis, you know, as YouTube are clamping down on sort of the ad revenue of channels. You know, even though my views have continuously gone up since we started this channel, the money that we earn from YouTube themselves has, you know, dwindled. So I want to thank again everybody in the POI for, you know, their support in our effort, and all the funds we get in from that we either spend on lenses or lighting or, you know, making this the most polished shooting channel production that we can. And with the new hunting stuff, if we do end up picking up that new camera, that's going to be a game changer in terms of the type of content we can bring you, you know, when we go hunting. And I'm super pumped for that, and I hope you are too. And then lastly, if you've bought something from our store, you know, Impact Pro Shop, or you've supported our other brand, Axis Precision Works or APW, wherever you are in the world, I want to thank you for that too, because that does play a big role in making sort of this whole business as a whole work. And I promise you guys this, next year, we're going to blow your socks away. I'm working on some really, really cool products in terms of my Impact Shooting brand that I plan on bringing to market for you guys. And I'm super, super, super pumped about that. Anyway, it is now time to end this video. Travel safe, love your loved ones, tell them you love them, and, you know, yeah, just be safe, and I'll see you guys in 2021. No, I will see you in 2022. Thanks again for everything throughout the year. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Even though I'm sitting in a room talking into a lens with nobody else here, I want you to know that it feels to me like we're having this conversation, like, legitimately, because we are, and I try and keep that connection by reading all your comments as much as I can. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.